Oh boy. The meta is not ready for this. Yo, what is up? And welcome to another Wild Rift video. And as you can see, I made a whole new Jhin build. You've never seen this build. I can guarantee you've never seen this build. No one has ever tried this build, but I came up with it. And you know what's even funnier? It's not even gonna be me playing Jhin in today's video. It's actually gonna be one of the, if not the best Jhin player in NA, trying out my build and seeing how it goes. He's gonna be playing on my channel, and he also has a YouTube channel where he mainly uploads ADC content. He uploads funny montages. I'll put a link to my gameplay that's on his channel in the description and the top comment. So if you want to see me play this build, and I guarantee you want to see it, check out the link in the description after watching this video. I quickly want to flex something real quick, by the way. I won 17 games in a row. Like, as you can see, I had a pretty good time in ranked, as you can see. I won every single game, but then unfortunately I got two bad teams, and it pushed me almost to Challenger. I mean, I am gonna reach Challenger, of course, but yes. Let's now talk about the build. I'll talk about the playstyle during the gameplay of Jhin. I haven't seen his gameplay yet, so it's gonna be interesting to watch together. So, let's talk about what this build is about. Clearly, this is a bit of a mix build. Tank and damage, right? However, this is completely different from the lethality build and completely different from the full crit build. The lethality build does maximum damage with your abilities against squishy enemies especially, and your ultimate will do a lot of damage. The crit build is basic attack based, right? Like your abilities are not going to do that much damage, but your basic attacks will hit hard. This build is a weak early game build, but a late game tank build that does a lot of damage with your abilities against tanks as well. Now, let me explain. You start off with a Bloodthirster. This is gonna be this is gonna give you the vampirism that you need. 15% vampirism is gonna be a lot, and it's gonna heal you up through the fight. After that, I actually like to get BF Sword, and then I like to go for the boots. I played Jhin like 90 times this season just to find out this build. I mean, let's actually quickly check. I literally played Jhin, how often? 87 games of Jhin just for this stupid video. Oh my god. So let me tell you that I tested out everything. So I tested out the glutinous boots. Not worth it. It is, there are situations where this can be good. The enemy doesn't have any burst damage at all. But definitely the boots of Sphere are completely superior. 100 million %. Like, when I tried out these boots again, you know, after playing Glutinous Greaves, like I really tried to make Glutinous Greaves work, but it just is not, it's not better than the Boots of Speed. Boots of Fury, they're called. So you always go Boots of Fury. Okay, now you know what? If the enemy has a ton of CC, you go for Mercury Strats. Only a ton. If they only have a little bit, you still go for Boots of Fury. Then you finish off the Infinity Edge, and here you go for Starix Gauge. Jhin has higher base damage than the average ADC. He just has a lot of base damage. So you will really enjoy going for a Starix Gauge. See, the passive, the lifeline passive that the Starix Gauge will give you, you're not going to benefit too much from it because it only gives you a shield equal to 75% of your bonus health, which is only going to be the bonus health you have from the Starix Gauge. So you're only going to get a shield of 300 HP from it. However, you're getting the 30% tenacity. This is why I told you if the enemy only have a little bit of CC, you never go for Mercury Strats. Only if they have like a Morgana and Ashe and everything, right? Like that, only then you go for potentially Mercury Strats. So yeah, Starix Gauge is gonna be your third item. Now, fourth item, this is where you'll start to do big damage. Like, you know, I don't want to lie to you guys, I don't want to sugarcoat it. Up until the Starix Gauge, you're gonna do good damage. But the real damage, the real deal comes when you finish the Lord Dominic's Regard. And you know what's funny? This item is actually bugged on Jhin. You don't even get the 80% attack speed on Jhin. Or you don't even get the bonus, like it converts to attack damage. It doesn't even work like that. So it's a little bit funny. But the item is still broken on Jhin because it gives you 25% crit rate and a lot of attack damage and armor penetration. Everything Jhin needs. Now your last item is gonna be the Amarant Twin Guard. Nothing earlier. Like, don't get it earlier. It's not worth it. I tried it many times with little to no success. Like, you're really gonna lack damage. But last item, you're gonna have more than enough damage with this build. So I talked about this build saying this is a bit of a late game damage build. The runes should explain to you why. So you go for a Fleet Footwork. Second rune every single game, Gathering Storm. I tried Hunter Vampirism. not worth it. Again, like, I tried going full vampirism, half vampirism, you know, all of that stuff, and I found that it's absolutely worth to go for Gathering Storm. At minute 18, if you finished all your items and you have a Gathering Storm, you're gonna have 600 attack damage. 600. You know how much 600 attack damage is? You will have 600 attack damage with only 4 items. Not even a 5th item, because you get Amaranth Twin Guard 5th item. 600! 3rd item, Conditioning. Yet again, late game. You know, you're gonna have a lot of HP. You're gonna have the Amaranth Twin Guard. Conditioning makes you unkillable. Unkillable, damage, and Nimbus Cloak. You wanna have movement speed as well. So for the spells, you go for Flash and Exhaust, and that is it about the build. Let's now get to the gameplay, and this is gonna be Jhin playing the game. I need to mute it because I think he may play audio. Yeah, you can hear him talk. So let me mute it real quick. Let me put the screen on my, like, let me properly put it in my overlay because it seems like he has an iPad or something. No, he doesn't have an iPad. He just, 1 second, just give me a second, guys. Like so. I'm curious to see how he plays it. Did I cut off the screen here? There we go. There we go. Now it should be fine. He's gonna be behind me here, but I hope it's okay. So let's take a look at how Jhin plays the Jhin. Because this guy, you know, he's a Jhin enjoyer just like me. So, you know, I'm not gonna be nice. If he makes mistakes, I'll talk about it. If he plays well, I'll talk about it. So let's take a look at how he plays. He's against the Misfortune and a Rakan, which can be quite oppressive. However, he has a Nautilus as well, and when he unlocks his root, he should be extremely powerful against this combination. Because Nautilus can go in, he can root and everything. So I hope that he's going to use the wave to actually do a lot of damage to the enemies with his first ability. It seems... Okay, so... Yeah, he's probably going to use it on that minion right now. Exactly. Yeah. So there's this thing you can do with Jhin, which I really recommend you to do. But this is only like very advanced stuff. You can actually basic attack the minions on the back, get them to a low enough HP, then you attack the front minion, get it to low enough as well so it gets executed by your first ability. Then make sure there's only 3 minions, not 4. You throw your first ability on the wave so it executes minion 1, minion 2, and minion 3. Then it's gonna give you 132% bonus damage on the enemy. Now this was clean though. So that way, you're gonna do maximum damage. And essentially, at level 1, you can already chunk down like 25% of the, maybe even 30% of the enemy's health with one first ability. It is ridiculous how much damage it will do. Like, ridiculous. This was a pretty good early game. A bit unfortunate that he didn't kill Misfortune. He actually executed it perfectly, where he flashed towards the Misfortune and used his first ability and then a basic attack. That's always how you want to execute enemies if you have enough time to, because your first ability will do a decent amount of damage, get the enemy to a little bit lower HP to make sure your first ability executes the enemy. Keep in mind, however, when you go for this build and these runes, you are extremely weak early game. So you don't have to do a lot early game. Like, if he had different runes, he would have killed that Misfortune, right? You're sacrificing the early game for the late game power, but you have to embrace it. You have to say, you know what, it's fine. This would be just like, look, this right here is a really strong first ability. He executed 2 minions with it, and he did a lot of damage to the Misfortune. There you go. You see, now he's starting to be a little bit more aggressive with that first ability of his. Because even if you go Gathering Storm, when you execute minions with your first ability, it does a lot of damage. I was gonna say Nautilus shouldn't go back because it looks like they can get free kills. They do have vision on this jungle though, this one. But this looks like they should be able to get free kills. Nautilus just has to hit something. Wait, did he accidentally upgrade his first ability? Or does he really not take ultimate level 5? I believe that he did it accidentally. There's no way he actually takes his first ability. I'm 100% sure he did it accidentally. Oh, there you go. That's a good one. Come on, you got it. Oh, nice. Just like a Jhin main. He hits that one, huh? Perfect. Yeah, that was good. That was nice. I would push another wave if I were him. They can actually kill this Rakan. If Nautilus can just hit one hook. To be fair, if Nautilus wants to, he can root. Oh, Oh, that was so close. But you know what? If he rooted and ulted, he would have probably died because Lee Sin was actually coming. He's probably dead here. Oh, wow. Okay. His team came for the rescue. He can ult here as well. Potentially help out his team. Ah, he doesn't even need to. His team is actually doing a really good job at counter ganking this game. So it's good to see that his team is doing quite a good job right here. The hell is that? Yeah, he's streaming. He's streaming on Twitch. Wait, why is the chat talking about me? Didn't know Hels was European. Yeah, I'm from the Netherlands. I mean, my parents are not European. They're from the Middle East. But I'm born in the Netherlands. Oh, by the way, I am doing a skin giveaway on my YouTube channel. Again, my PC is not here yet. They told me that my PC should be repaired this week, so then I can actually pick the winners from last month. For this month, I'm gonna give away 3 more skins, and I'll pick the winners at the end. Keep in mind, I haven't picked the winners from last month yet. Not yet. I'll update you guys when I do. So now he has the Bloodthirster and he has Boot. This is actually a really, really nice power spike. But you shouldn't get too ahead of yourself because remember, you have Conditioning, you have Gathering Storm, and you're not tanky at all yet. So you still kind of want to take it easy. Your ultimate is really not, like, if he ults here, it's really not going to do that much. It's mostly just to kind of put pressure on the enemies. Like, as you can see, that one hit on the Lee Sin really didn't do much. Like, that didn't even kill the low HP target. You know what I mean? But it's okay. Everything is fine. Because Jhin is a really good champion to kind of take it easy, play it safe. Jhin, you see, like, he can just stay in the backline, hit those roots, and let his team do their thing, right? Like, he doesn't have to carry it yet. Like, he just has to take it easy. So let's see. Exactly. Root, honestly perfect. Like, he's honestly playing it perfectly. He's not taking too much risk right now. He's just doing the bare minimum that he has to do, which is applying pressure with his ultimate and rooting enemies. You know, when Nautilus goes in, he roots and his team takes care of it. That's it. Simple. You know, he does that. Then he goes back to his wave, farms it up, and easy. By the way, this is my first time watching this gameplay to give you guys like a raw reaction. Jesus, what a tongue breaker, whatever you call it. A raw reaction. There you go. Nice. I said it. Actually, they could have killed Misfortune. Oh my god. Oh, they could have killed Misfortune so easily. Nautilus just had to hook her. And she was 100,000,000% dead. Damn. Oh, that was the freest kill ever, actually. But they should still be able to easily kill them. Even though he does have Gathering Storm, if Nautilus just ults and goes on the Misfortune, Jhin can then follow up with his second ability. And ultimate and everything. Like, he even has an exhaust, so he's extremely powerful right now. No, not extremely, but he's just quite powerful. Yeah, they can push, they can do a lot of damage to this dude. They probably shouldn't go on the Rakan though. I would say it's a little bit risky. Oh, you know what? Okay, you know what? Never mind. They actually just destroy. Okay, this is easy. Now this one should be easy. He could. Oh, yeah, there you go. I didn't actually expect him to kill the Rakan that easily though. Damn. I thought that the Rakan would be able to survive with his ultimate, but it seems like Rakan really was not as tanky as I thought. Yeah, he has to flash. Yeah, I mean, even if he flashes, he actually could have done something fancy there. He could have flashed after his second ability. He could have flashed backwards. So like he would have rooted the Jace and he would have flashed away. That would have been a little bit fancy, but what he did was fine as well. And he is also running Nimbus Cloak by the way. He's running the exact copy of the build that I gave him. So Nimbus Cloak is also really important because like after you flash, let's say an enemy flashes after you. When you have a Nimbus Cloak, you can run away. But more importantly, you know why Nimbus Cloak is really good on Jhin, guys? Because if an enemy is one-shot, you can flash after that enemy. However, if the enemy flashes as well, they can run away, right? Not if you have Nimbus Cloak. If you have Nimbus Cloak, you're going to get that movement speed. And not only are you going to be able to use that executing shot, you're even going to be able to use your first ability before the execution. So all of this because of Nimbus Cloak. And trust me, it is going to give you kills. Like this is truly going to be worth it for you. Should be an easy route. He could ult here. Yeah, there you go. Should go on the Rakan. Yeah, nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. That was a really nice kill right there. He, like, again, I really like that he knows that he has to play it passively. You can clearly see he's just kind of chilling. He's not up. He's not, you know, running into their faces, which, you know, you can definitely do in the later stages of the game with this build. He's not 1v1ing champs. He's just chilling. He's just letting his team do their thing. And if their team don't do their thing, he's just farming, right? Like, look, he's even taking the jungle right here. Boom! Oh, he didn't get the kill. He's 1-0 on 10, by the way. What a funny score. Only getting assists this game because he's playing it so passively, right? Wow. I mean, you guys are probably not seeing it, but I love, like, his positioning is really, really nice. It's good to see that he clearly knows what he's doing. Even playing with this build that I gave him, right? Which is completely unfamiliar to him. Oh, he went for glutinous gifts. So I think this was before I told him that it's the Boots of Furor that are better. But glutinous griefs are also fine. But Boots of Furor, I would say, are definitely better. Oh, is he gonna hit it? Ooh. I mean, wouldn't really have done much even if he hit it. So here, okay, now you can start to see a little bit of the power of this build. He did get glutinous griefs, however, so he's gonna have more healing. But basically, the reason that you go for Bloodthirster is because you can heal up to full HP very easily. And the way you can do that, especially, is with minion waves. Because when you make all of the minions low, your first ability, you know, when it executes a minion one after the other, it will do like 1,000 damage to the last minion. And in total, it will do like 3,000 damage, even in the early stages of the game. Like, look, he actually didn't execute it, but if you execute minions, every time it does more damage, you will heal like crazy just by using your first ability on a minion wave. That is honestly the main reason. And even in a team fight, you do a lot of damage, so you're gonna heal up. But mainly, it's essentially like a, you know, it's like a Warmog. It's like having Warmog. You can literally heal up instantly just by attacking the, like, look, he took the hit from Jace like a champ. He's full HP again, you know what I mean? So it's essentially like having a Warmog. And also, you're gonna have the shield, which is a little bit of a bonus. You know, the barrier. I'm not sure why he's not panning his camera to actually see what the hell is happening. Yeah, Lee Sin goes on him, he just exhausts him. Easy. Simple. Boom. Root the misfortune. Nice. Now he can ult. There you go. Oh, he got him. Of course he got him. There's a Jace up there. Has to be a little bit careful because he's a bit squishy. Is he gonna hit it? Is he gonna hit it? I mean, that Jace is gonna die. Oh. Oh, baby, I did not see that one coming. Oh, I even choked. Jesus. Nice. You know, even though he didn't get the kill, nice. That's my boy. That's what I like to see on Jhin. Oh, nice. Okay. I'm curious to see what he's gonna do in the later stages of the game, because now he's starting to get the stacks from the Gathering Storm and the conditioning, but like now it's starting to really come online. 12 minutes into the game, he's already gonna have a nice amount. 15 minutes is where it really comes online, and then, you know, 18, 21, this is where you become a monster, like an absolute monster. He has enough gold for the Starix gauge, and you'll see, and you will feel the scaling. Like, even while watching the video, I can guarantee you that from now on, he will start to do quite a lot of damage. Not game-changing damage, but quite a lot. You'll see it now, trust me. So let's take a look. He could just ult here, but honestly, he can also just fight. Like, but look! That was not even a fourth shot. There you go! 700 damage with the fourth shot. I'm screaming too much. It's like 1 AM in this house. There you go. This is mid-game. This is mid-game. This is not even late game, guys. You can clearly see this. You know, I told you. Because I've played so many Jhin games this season just to get this stupid video. I know exactly when you get the power spikes now. Boom. He missed it, but it's fine. Oh my god. Look at that. He can even ult. Oh, come on. You got this. You got this. I know you got this. I know you got this. I was right. Of course he got this. Of course he got this, right? And again, if you missed it out, I actually played this build as well, and the video is going to be on his channel with him commentating under it. So if you want to see me play this build, then make sure you check out the video. I'll put it in the top comment, and I'll put it in the description so you guys can check it out. And definitely, you know, make sure you subscribe to Jhin. He's pushing YouTube partner. So like if you guys could get him to at least 1,000 subscribers, the best thing would be if we can get him to 2,000 subscribers, you know. Let's be a little bit nice to the Wild Rift community as well. You can see he has 521 AD, by the way. I told you guys, if you're 18 minutes into the game, you're going to have 600 AD. Like, he's going to finish the Lord Dominic's regard now. Oh, nice. Oh, baby, that is nice. He didn't kill her, but nice. Again, I like to see those combos. That's nice. But yes, make sure you check out that video as well. Give him a like, you know, write a comment, you know, show some support. And just be nice, you know what I mean? He has really nice content. Check him out, definitely. Very nice guys. He streams on Twitch too, everything. Just check him out. If you enjoy it, you enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, you know, fair play. But definitely check him out. Especially if you love these shorter montages. Like, he makes these stupid montages of these stupid memes and jokes. It's funny. I hate that I enjoy it, but it is definitely funny. He can 100% 1v1 the Jays, by the way, now. Because he's gonna be fast. And he has Exhaust. Exhaust is a very important tool with this build as well. I honestly tried running Ghost as well, and I wouldn't really recommend it. It's not bad, but I prefer Exhaust. Like, the one weakness I would say with this build is if you get one shot. Like, in the late game, getting one shot is a weakness because... nice. Getting one shot is a weakness because let's say Katarina goes on you, she just one shots you. So if you can exhaust that champion, you know, you're not prone to getting one shot as much anymore. Because then when you stack up the Amaranth Twin Guard, you're not gonna get one shot anymore. You're gonna be hella tanky. Oh, Root? He could... I mean, the ult wouldn't really get the kill there, and it was way too risky to ult. And now, like, now we're 15 minutes into the game, you actually see his abilities will do a ton of damage. His first ability, his second ability will even do, you know, like 300-400 damage. But his ultimate is the real deal now. His ultimate will chunk down those enemies. Especially if they're low. Especially if they're low HP. His ult will demolish them. Like, it's not even funny. Oh, look at this. Look at, like, even the basic attacks, to be honest. Okay, let's see. Come on. Oh, come on. Nice. Oh. I mean, did you see how much damage the trap did, by the way? It's also pretty ridiculous. He hits that one, and that's an execute, right? There you go. Like, melting through them like a hot knife through butter. We're almost 18 minutes into the game. I actually hope that he shows how much attack damage he has when we're 18 minutes into the game. He could have... Flash! Nice, there you go. Nice. I saw that one coming. I hope that he shows it, because I'm pretty sure you will have 600 attack damage 18 minutes into the game with a Gathering Storm and 4 items. Which is, like, incredible again. It's absolutely incredible if you have that much, plus all the tankiness, right? He almost has the Amaranth Twin Guard, by the way. Wait, didn't it just show on the screen that Morgana got the dragon? Am I blind, or did I just see on the screen that Morgana got the green dragon and then they got it again? I have to be blind. Surely it's just me being blind. Just needs to, come on, I hope they don't end before he got the Amaranth Twin Guard. I mean, they can definitely still possibly lose this game, by the way. Because that's the danger when you play Jhin. This champion is not like an absolute hard carry, but that's why I made this build. Like, you'll be so tanky, and like, look at those basic attacks. He's literally 2,100 damage, guys. Look at how much damage his basic attacks are. Now we're 18 minutes into the game. Now he should have 600 attack damage. So now this is the power spike. Let's now just take a look at how much damage he does. This is the pinnacle of the build, basically. He's not at the pinnacle of tankiness, but look. We're not seeing much, but let's take a look. I want to see his ultimate damage. Actually, I don't think he's in trouble. Even if the Lee Sin goes on him, shouldn't be in trouble. He can ult the Lee Sin. Yeah, there you go. 636. Wait, what? 636? When was it 600? Was it 600 at 15 minutes? Because he has 636. That's more than 600. Huh. Pretty sure it was 600. Why does he have 636? Guess I was just wrong, huh? Oh! Oh, look at that. Oh no, they're going way too far. Oh no. He wait, what happened? He straight up gave a 1000 gold bounty to the enemies right there. You're actually trolling now. Like this is actually trolling. How can you just give a 1000 gold bounty like that to the enemy? That is not good. That is oh, that is not good. I don't care how ahead you are, that is not good. What are these stupid emotes on the screen? Oh no. Don't tell me all of them are gonna die. This is actually tragic. This is actually really bad. They just killed Wukong as well. The Elder Dragon is spawning. They're going Baron, yeah, exactly. They can just take the Baron. Oof. Oh, actually, no, they can't. There's no way in hell they can take Baron with a Morgana alive. Morgana should burn all of them, right? Surely. Really? Like, how, what is that? Morgana didn't have flash. Did she also not have ult or something? Look at his basic attacks. Like, this build actually does more damage than my normal build in the late game, by the way, if you didn't know. Like, you'll actually do more damage in the late, like only late game. Because now when he's 21 minutes into the game, he should probably have something like 660, 670 attack damage. Something like that. It's ridiculous. They're trying to take the Elder. He is trying to execute the Elder. No, no. Oh no, they have Elder and Baron. Of course, he just heals up to full HP by the way, but no way. They lost the Elder. But why did they even do the Elder? They don't have to. Oh no. Elder and Baron. Elder and Baron. There is no way they can fight. They have to wait at least the Baron buff. Maybe with the Elder buff they can still fight, but like there's no way they should fight now. There's just no way. How the game? I told you guys, the game is not won. Oh, he has the armor on Twin Guard now. This is the moment he's unkillable. Oh, oh, the Morgana missed her root. But it's a little bit hard to time it, to be honest. Oh, that's nice. Still, they should not fight. No. Oof, his damage. Okay. Oh, too early. I wouldn't ult here. I would just go on the Rakan. They all have stasis. Why did the Morgana step away, by the way? Okay. There we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, everything is so close in this game. Oof. Oh, man. I really hope that he shows how much AD he has right now. I'm curious, actually. It should be like 650 as a 660, something like that. I guess you have 600 at 15 minutes into the game then. Or with 3.5 items. Because he clearly had 636 AD. Wow, it's even more than I thought. That's ridiculous. There's really not a lot of ADCs that will have that much AD with their build, by the way. Really not a lot. It's ridiculous, actually. It's a ridiculous number to have as your AD. No! Oh, 54 HP. That sucks, man. Listen, I know it sucks. You know, I know it sucks. It's okay, though. Can you imagine if you actually build another damage item, how much damage it will do? But then obviously you're not going to be tanky, which is the whole point of this build. Starix Gauge plus armor on Twin Guard making you unkillable in those longer fights. The only thing you have to be careful is getting one shot. It's the only thing. And you can get a QSS, you can get a Protobot, you can get a Stasis. Make sure you get whatever you need so you don't get one shot. Because that's the only problem that this build has. The enemies don't have Elder and Baron anymore, so like now it should be pretty easy. Okay, look, there we go. Armor on Twin Guard is activated. He should not die to this. Yeah, there you go. He just demolished him. He should not die. If he didn't have armor on Twin Guard, Jace would have one-shotted him there. So for you to see the value, that is where the value of this build comes from. Oh, if the misfortune was close to that, that first ability would have chunked her down like crazy. And they're ending the game. So let's take a look at how much damage he did and everything like that. By the way, I want to remind you, if you want to see my gameplay, you can check it out. Link in the description or in the top comment. Let's take a look at how much damage he did and everything like that. I'm curious. Come on, click on the button. Click on the button. Click on the button. He's the MVP, of course. $49,000 damage. Surprisingly, the enemy misfortune actually did 42,000. Look at how much damage he tanked. 10,000. I think that's per death. And he died like, oh, he died once. So I'm not sure how that number works, but he tanked quite a decent amount of damage. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.